Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good
Rabbi.
morning, Rabbi.
We are learning Mishna Sotah. We're starting Parak Gimel, Chapter 3, Mishnah Aleph, Mishnah 1. Now, a quick introduction. We learned in a previous Mishnah that the husband of the woman, who is now being, checked through the bitter waters. The husband brings the mincha offering, the meal offering, the special meal offering that's brought for this situation. He brings it to the Beis Hamikdash in a basket of palm fiber and puts it in the Sotah's hand. He puts it in his wife's hand. While she supports it with her hand, the Kohen prepares the bitter water. He takes the dirt from the ground, mixes it into the water. He reads her the oath and the curse, as the Torah says, and she responds, Amen, Amen. And then he writes the verses on the parchment. Okay. After those procedures, the mincha is offered. Okay. Now, as we're going to see, we're going to see a difference of opinion, exactly the order of what went first. Did the drinking go first? Did the bringing of the meal offering go first? But this is as far as we've gotten. Right? He's written the verses on the parchment. Now it's time for the mincha to be offered. Okay. So Mishnah reads, Hayanoitel es ben chasa mitech kafifa mitzris. He would take her meal offering from this palm fiber basket, because remember, that's what we said. He brought it in this, this basket. He gave it to his wife, and now he takes the mincha, he takes the meal offering from that basket, the naisna l'seich kli sharis, and he puts it into a kli sharis. A kli sharis is translated as a service vessel. That means it's a vessel used in the Beis Hamikdash. It is a sanctified vessel. It's a holy vessel. It is the property of the Beis Hamikdash. It's a holy, sanctified vessel. And now you take the mincha and you place it, the meal offering, you place it into that vessel. That's part of the process. Part of the process of sanctifying the mincha, the meal offering, is by putting it into this service vessel. Then, after putting it into the service vessel, the naisna al yada, he takes that service vessel and he puts it on her hand, and he gives it back to her. The kohen yada mitachteha, the kohen then places his hand under hers, umanifa, and waves the offering together with her. Okay, so you've got this. So here's the process. You had the mincha in a basket. It was taken out of the basket by the husband, put into the service vessel to sanctify it. This vessel was now given back to her. She holds it. The kohen puts his hand under her hand, and they wave it like a lulav. They wave it like we wave the lulav, which means they move it. We call it waving, but it means they move it forward, backward, up and down. Okay, that's what's done here. Okay, in most mincha offerings, other mincha offerings, they don't do this waving, or by most of them. But here, this is one of the mincha offerings that this called waving or moving it, in different directions. We call it waving, tenufa, is done. Okay, and it's done by both of them together. The Sotah is going to do it, the woman who is accused is going to do it, and the kohen is going to do it together with her. Okay? Now, it's interesting to note, and this is brought down by the Bartanura, is the fact that what's happening here is, so we mentioned before, the husband takes the mincha from the basket and he puts it into the kli sharis, into the service vessel. He sanctifies it. So one would say, one might ask, shouldn't the kohen be doing that? Maybe it's part of the kohen. The kohen should be sanctifying it. So the answer is that actually not. When we talk about what a kohen can do, what a kohen needs to do when it comes to a mincha offering that only kohen can do, that's talking about what we're going to start off in the next Mishnah, which is the fact that, after the mincha is waved, it then has to be brought over to the altar. And at the altar, they're going to scoop out an amount of the mincha, of the meal offering that's burnt on the mizbeach. That has to be done by a kohen. But what happens before that, does not have to be done by a kohen. So therefore, as Abar Tanura says, to sanctify the meal offering ingredients in a klisharis, it does not have to be a kohen. Okay. The Yetziko Belila, and in situations where you add oil and mix the oil into the flour, which you do not do here by a Sotah, but in cases where you do it, you don't need a kohen to do that either. It's the person who brings it can do it. Once you get to the point of bringing it to the altar, and you get to the point once you get to the point of bringing it to the altar and onwards, then already that has to be done by the kohen. But that's why here it says that the husband takes the mincha from the basket from her, and he puts it into the service vessel, and he sanctifies it, because you don't need a kohen for that. Okay, we shall stop here. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Rabbi. Question.